Good morning, friends. Thank you for jumping back on to the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. Today we have some great information from Smoke Dog, as normal, regarding the wealth transfer that's going to be occurring, that has already started occurring all over the United States. We're going to hear about public, private, and multi-purpose tokens. We are going to hear from Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle, and some other interesting items. So thank you for tuning in. Again, this channel is going to be focused on cryptocurrencies and the new financial system. We're going to talk about tips and strategies how to navigate this system. So hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and again, thank you for stopping by. Let's start with Smoke Dog here, who is talking about has a group of institutional investors here in a presentation confirming that the great wealth transfer is coming to digital assets. Take a listen here, and again, throughout the video, be sure to drop your comments in the comment section.
I'll ask you to give your thoughts for the years ahead.
Yeah, as Joanne said, adoption is for sure going to go up. We will see more liquidity coming into digital assets, which leads to more professionalization. As already mentioned also before by Joanna, demand is currently or will be much greater than supply, which also will have its effect. And not to be underestimated also the great wealth transfer, which we are in the middle of now, which will have a crucial importance for digital assets. And yeah, it's interesting times to be alive, I would say.
So good stuff there from Smoke Dog. Again, you heard the gentleman say we're in the midst of the great wealth transfer. And what that refers to is the massive shift of wealth expected to occur over the coming decades, primarily due to aging population and the passing of the wealth from the baby boomer generation to younger generations, such as Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. Estimates for that suggest that trillions of dollars will change hands during the transfer, making it one of the largest intergenerational wealth shifts in history. So it's huge. Some of the key aspects of the great wealth transfer include, baby boomers' wealth, those born roughly between, I think it's 1946 and 1964. Implications for younger generations. This transfer of wealth could lead to increased financial security for many members of younger generations, enabling them to invest, start businesses, buy homes, etc. However, it may also come with challenges such as, how do they manage those large sums of money? How do they deal with the taxes and estate planning and making informed financial decisions? That's not always as an easy thing to do if you come into wealth and you've never had it before. Additionally, impact on the economy and markets. The redistribution of wealth could have significant effects on economic growth. As younger generations receive their inheritances, they may have different spending, savings, and investing habits compared to their parents and grandparents. More than likely, they will. And then also wealth disparities and inequality. Excuse me. Not all baby boomers have significant wealth to pass on, obviously, and families with fewer assets may not experience the same level of financial benefit, potentially widening the gap between the rich and the poor. Overall, the great wealth transfer is a complex phenomenon that will shape the economic landscape, for years to come, affecting individuals, families, businesses, and society at large. So pretty big stuff there happening. Obviously, that will take time to take place as time unfolds. Continuing on here from Mickle Markets, he says it's all coming together, referring to again, the transition into digital assets and real world tokenization. So I'm going to play a clip here from him that really focuses on the companies creating their own coins, their own tokens for their own business. So let me get to this section here so you can hear.
Happen in secret is happening behind the scenes, and if you open your eyes, as many of us have, it's pretty obvious. Now, with that said, I really want to break down this relationship between private cryptocurrencies and public cryptocurrencies, because this is where some of the FUD comes in terms of, oh, will JP Morgan coin replace XRP? Will Bank of America coin replace XRP? And I think it's so important we tackle this issue head on, because I actually think they help XRP. At the end of the day, it doesn't make sense for any corporation to put their finances on a public blockchain. For the same exact reason, none of you would want to have your bank account on a public blockchain. Well, you probably don't want everyone to know what you're buying, what you're selling, who you're interacting with, what your current financial position is. The same is going to be true for major corporations. JP Morgan is not going to want a scenario in which their client's data is on a public blockchain, right? That doesn't make sense. So what these large institutions are going to do is spin up their own private permissioned environments. And in these environments, they are going to have their native tokens. Now, guys, these environments are really nothing that new in comparison to what these institutions already have. It's just going to be a better ledger and debit and credit system for the institution tracking internal transactions. But it doesn't help with it.
So I'll stop it there. Most of you tuning into the channel probably already know this is happening, understand why it's happening, but for those who may not, I'll expand on it briefly. Again, you see, what banks and other financial institutions do now. They're going to continue to want to control their operations. So many companies are already doing this and creating their own tokens. Basically, the creation of proprietary crypto tokens by institutions is driven by various factors and potential advantages. One being payment systems and digital currencies. Again, CBDCs would be blockchain-based tokens controlled by central banks, aiming to modernize payment systems, reduce transaction costs, and increase financial inclusion. Many people, are just going to use what their banks, whoever they're banking with now, whatever they're doing, they're going to use that. They're just going to transfer. Makes total sense. Two, it can be used for loyalty programs and rewards. You see those all the time now, rewards programs and loyalty programs. Utility tokens for services. Institutions may create utility tokens that can be used with their ecosystem to access specific services or products. For example, tech companies, entertainment platforms, and other service-oriented businesses might issue tokens to enable users to pay for services, access content, or use specific features on their platforms. Four, fundraising and tokenization of assets. Companies and startups have used initial coin offerings, ICOs, and security token offerings, STOs, as methods of raising capital. So there's another reason why they would use them. Stable coins, obviously. Stable coins such as Tether, Circle, again, with USDC, and then the upcoming RLUSD with Ripple as well. Number six, decentralized finance. That's another reason. And then seven, corporate ecosystem and internal use is another reason they might use it. JP Morgan has already have created their own coin, JPM coin. Facebook's created one of their own tokens, and Fidelity and other investment firms are utilizing those as well. So just something to think about as you think about as we transition further into this new financial world and what's coming. So let's move on to a great post here by Emilia. Crypto Barbie, as she goes by on X. Ripple doesn't just want to help banks make cross-border payments, she says. It wants to make world's assets liquid. If Ripple has its way, it will do more than knock out SWIFT. It will have found a way to move money like information. So in this article, she says, she highlights a couple things. The fact that 60 banks are now in the process of commercially deploying Ripple's enterprise software. Among them, Santander Royal Bank in Canada, Bank of Canada, excuse me, and Mersubi, UF. She goes on to say, and yet the company's larger vision to build an Internet of Value, a global network system for money, would be tremendously disruptive to the status quo of international banking. It says at the end here, Ripple's initial plan was to build a better Bitcoin, and Ripple wanted to be able to handle transaction volume on the scale of Visa. So again, they have major plans to disrupt the financial industry, and they are certainly on their way to doing that already. So good post there from Emilia. Thank you. Here is a clip from Good Morning Crypto. So this talks about, again, as we kind of a theme of tokens today, they are talking about multi-purpose tokens here on this clip, and they have Jazzy, head of DeFi products at Ripple, speaking to this. And it says, must watch, launching multi-purpose tokens on XRP Ledger in Q3 2024. The XRP developer community is introducing institutional grade real world asset tokenization. The multi-purpose tokens will introduce a new level of functionality for tokenized assets. So let's take a listen to this.
Right. Potential advancements in XRP Ledger technology to better support real world assets. So one example is, a token type made specifically for RWA called multi-purpose tokens. That allows for storage of metadata directly with the asset. There's a few other advantages in terms of scalability, flexibility as well, but we're really trying to increase the suitability for the XRP Ledger for this use case to really lower the barrier to entry for these institutions. Potential advantage.
So again, yeah, multi-purpose tokens are a type of cryptocurrency, basically, or digital asset that can serve multiple functions, just like the description says. Unlike single-purpose tokens, which are designed for a specific use case, like a stablecoin, for example, multi-purpose tokens can offer versatility and can be used for a variety of applications. Some of the keys to multi-purpose tokens, obviously, you would think of these probably: versatility, interoperability, governance, incentive and rewards, access to services. Some examples of multi-purpose tokens that are already out there include Ethereum, Binance Coin, Polkadot, Chainlink, Tezos, just to name a few. And some of the advantages of these multi-purpose tokens include increased utility, user engagement, and ecosystem growth. They also come with their challenges, obviously, which is why not everybody does them. Challenges include complexity, regulatory uncertainty. How are they going to be regulated in the future? Are things going to change? And then market dynamics. So anyway, good stuff there from Good Morning Crypto. We'll move on here to Black Swan Capitalists. If you're not following them, please do so. They're great guys, two brothers. They say hashtag Elon Musk's connection to Ripple is no secret. It's always been part of the larger narrative. Remember, Elon and Peter Thiel backed hashtag OneCoin, rebranded to hashtag OpenCoin, and then Ripple under Chris Larson's guidance. They're just setting the stage for XRP in the new financial system. And the highlight down here says Elon Musk and Ripple, a new era for XRP and digital payments. This has been a rumor, that's out there, that Elon is going to integrate XRP into the X platform for payments. As you may have heard, he does want to make the X app an all-in-one app to do your banking, etc. So who knows? Maybe that will come to fruition here in the near future. We'll see what happens. And then one last note to close out the video. I posted the other day, Charles Hoskin went missing for a couple days. I think it was 4 days. He did post, so thanks to everyone for the last decade. He says there were so many amazing memories and events. I look forward to the future. as he's driving in his convertible. So glad to see Charles is safe. I may have mentioned this before.